how important. Let me thinking how to phrase the question because I know the answer.
Mm-hmm.
After I watched that video of YouTube, Bishop Robert Barron, again the climax.
Mm-hmm.
I felt as if the faith is it's like a rock. It's like the parable of Jesus, right? If you build a house on a rock, it's gonna last. But if you build a house on sand, it's gonna fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
So Jesus is the rock. I recognize from the beginning that if I keep the faith, I already have foundation. I already have meaning in life. Because lots of people are looking for meaning. Lots of our people our age, people throughout time, not only our age, people throughout time, like humanity as a whole wants meaning, and I found it in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
That climax of recognition. This is it. That was it. And yeah. So.
And you accepted it like that, or did it take some time?
Oh no. Okay. Of course it was.
In the midst of your research, did it take some time, or did you like accept
Okay.
it?
The whole process from first communion to confirmation.
No, but I'm talking about when you started doing your research from the moment of Bishop Robert Barron's video, when you said, "I want to follow Jesus."
That's where I recognized that following Jesus was my rock.
Right.
Was my meaning.
Right, but when that was first introduced to you in the video, was it exact that you just took it in and you're like, yes, I take it? Or was it like, let me test the water first?
It was a feeling of both. Because again, my emotions wanted to. No, it's the opposite. My reason wanted to. It seemed reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
But my emotions did not want to. My instincts, because I was sinning just as you were. I was watching pornography and masturbating. I had to change my ways. Not only change those habits, but also arrange my life in such a way that that it gives glory to God.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I was doing it already, but I wanted to make it more expressed.
Mm-hmm.
So it was. This sounds reasonable, but I'm just a 16-year-old, so I have to adjust my life.
Okay.
So it's those two things.
Right.
Right at that moment, I would say. Is how important is it now?
It's been your rock.
It is the rock.
Yeah.
So it's the thing that gives meaning to me in life.
Mm-hmm.
I have not have any aspirations or dreams
that
don't revolve around Jesus, because not even before, because I always thought as aspirations as being unreasonable to an extent. When you're little, you want to be an astronaut.
Mm-hmm. Basic.
But you're in Bolivia. Who the heck has a freaking rocket in a third world country, right?
Right.
Right?
Because you're an immigrant. You were an immigrant. And immigrants don't get to fly rocket ships.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, you have dreams. And I appreciate the fact that you execute your dreams. This is a dream that you have. United Wisdom. So, and I'm very pessimistic when it comes to that. So I never had a goal. Right? So I never said to myself, I want to be a millionaire. I never said to myself, I wanted to be this, I wanted to be that. I always knew I had the potential for something. But I wasn't preoccupied of the details.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So when the rock appeared, when Jesus appeared, now like fully, and I recognized the fact that it was my rock, I knew that whatever I decide now, because I still don't know, I'm just a kid,
right,
has to revolve around this.
Because it made sense.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not now anxious about my future.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more anxious about my relationship with him.
Good.
So that's how important it is.
Mm-hmm. You're more anxious about your relationship with Christ because you don't want to lose it. Because it's been your rock, and it is your rock. I mean, that's good. I think that's good, right? Like, that's better than being anxious about anything else.
No, yeah, to an extent, I'm also anxious about school, about, after this podcast, I'm going to go home and just start typing some essays that I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm anxious about that. I'm anxious about what I'm going to turn in tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. My responsibilities with my mom. Yes. But they're very little in importance compared to what it means to recognize
the severity of them, or
the severity of that. Yeah,
that's great.
And a lot of people, they get caught up in those little inconveniences of life.
They're amplified.
And they're amplified in their perspective because they don't have nothing as a rock.
Mm-hmm. What they have here is their rock. What they build is their rock.
What they build, their family is a rock.
Mm-hmm.
Even the family is not eternal.